It's been a minute. I guess we get busy with life. My work definitely keeps me very busy. I was, really nothing much has been going on, but just watching these eclipses, I guess. A little concerning for a moment there, but so far so good. I know that the most recent eclipse I had, the sun and Mercury both transiting Pluto on my natal chart, which was scary, to say the least. But pretty good. Nothing frightening happened. In fact, it's just very transformative and enlightening. I had a moment where I was off from work, and because I teach, a gentleman covered my class, and the gentleman happened to be a author who writes about ancient mysteries, and I was just looking them up because I found their name to be very unusual. An Iranian gentleman who happens to live in the area and subs whenever he gets a chance, and wrote a book and does a lot of shall we say, work communicating with others about his research that he has gathered within his book. And again, the book is about ancient mysteries, which is strange. Ancient Mysteries Decoded, that's what the title of the book is. I didn't have an opportunity to speak to them, but I, found it interesting that someone like that would even cover my class. So I didn't know that was a thing, but I guess it is a thing. So that was very transformative. But then again, last time something unusual like this happened, I had those two falcons show up in my yard after I just got done talking to my youngest child about my spirit animals. I think that has something to do with Uranus, or not Uranus, but yes, Uranus transiting Saturn on my chart. For some reason, it just kind of all of a sudden, everything that goes accordingly just has this strange hiccup, and suddenly something strange pops up that unexpected that you would never expect. So yes, I know that I was expecting that something unusual to happen. So I do find that to be very unusual. Uranus does bring very unusual things when it transits certain planets in your chart. So another thing I was thinking about that was heavy on my mind during these eclipses was the ruler of my ascendant. The ruler of my ascendant is in the fourth house. I'm a Leo rising, and the sun, which is the ruler of my ascendant, happens to be in the fourth house. And as a child, I always wanted to be an architect when I was young. Yet I was discouraged by that lovely mother of mine. I was doing very well in art and math, very well. I mean, number one in my classes is in art and math. I was just going, pushing through the math classes, piece of cake. While I was in college, yet I allowed myself to be discouraged and swayed away from what interested me the most in my heart. So now at my age, in my 50s, I regret it now, and I wish I had pushed my dreams, pushed towards, those dreams of mine and followed them and not allowed anybody to stand in my way. My mother wanting to live vicariously through my life and trying to take over my life, controlling anything she could possibly control in my life, pretty much destroyed it. So don't let anyone ever control your life. Take control of it and do what you need to do to be who you need to be. So now, like I said, I just feel like my whole entire life is wasted away and thinking, oh, I can just go back to school now and get a degree in architecture. No, not really, no. That would be fruitless because I'm not going to be using it to do anything at that point. But then I reflect now and look at the channel that I created, and I called it the Magi Architect because now I'm taking the time to be the architect of my life and not allow anyone to control and manipulate me as my mother has done. So in some way, I became that architect, but not in the same sense that I had initially wanted to be. But who are we to choose? I guess sometimes being that architect comes in different forms. So that ruler of mine, the sun in the 4th house, is still, I'm hoping, going to continue being that architect and continue to build and create great things. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to share. Other than till now, she still tries to control me, still sending me ridiculous messages and stuff. But I've just decided to just block them. At some point, I feel like maybe I'm gonna have to say something to make it very clear that her plutonic control and black Lilith ancestral degradation of family ways is not appropriate, and she needs to stop it, especially at her old age, and consider maybe in her 70s now that she should try to just enjoy her life before it's too late, because the life is passing very quickly. I feel like the past 30 years of my life have gone by so fast. It just feels like a blink, and before you know it, it's going to be gone. So I think that's it. I did want to mention a dream I had when I was younger, but I'll save that for next time. On that note, if there's anything you wish to share with me, please pass me a line. Thank you so much.